obviously, since that's like an actual hospital in Ephrata, was like super busy all the time, and he changed jobs for pretty much like the same pay, but like it was like a dramatically easier job.
All right, so this is.
And it seems like he doesn't hate it. It's just that all his coworkers are like middle-aged moms, and he has like no friends there, and he just finds it boring.
Oh my god, I don't have any friends where I work.
Yeah,
I guess you guys have the same job.
That's not true.
I guess it just depends on what you want out of a work like thing. Like I don't know if I worked like an easy job, but it was like really boring and I couldn't connect with anyone, if I would like stick it out.
Yo, I just started bringing my laptop into work and
if they're like
marathoning Heroes.
If they're like super
so
like
cool.
lax and I could just do whatever, like probably yeah.
Super lax is in nobody has ever looked at me at work.
Nice.
It's when I describe it like that, it's kind of dire, but the truth is it is, and it's awful and very just kind
This
of.
one looks like it's really chaotic and just all over the place.
Yeah, this one looks like hell. I mean, it looks like a challenge. That's what I mean by
I mean,
that.
it looks condensed and like everything's everywhere.
Ah, dang it! Still have a chance.
It's still good. It's still good. It's not even irrelevant quote. That quote has just been on my mind.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh damn it! Maybe.
Choking.
You got it.
Yes, for sure! Yeah! Let's go!
Alright, don't get too excited.
Sorry. I didn't practice.
We gotta uplift the conversation from potentially being laid off.
I wouldn't mind it. I think I might just write it out until it does happen.
If you get laid off, do you get unemployment and stuff?
I think so.
Yeah. I guess as long as you don't quit yourself, then you get
As
like,
long as I don't
Dude.
quit, as long as I'm not fired.
This is literally leading to the summer of Ben.
No, I can't do it. I couldn't.
The summer of Ben!
I couldn't collect unemployment for too long, and also what?
No, I found that funny for too long.
For like a couple seconds, I didn't know what we were talking about, and I was like, oh.
Couldn't collect unemployment for I mean, I could do it for like 6 months.
Well, I'd feel bad, and
No.
and also also I want to buy my girlfriend nice things.
I hope you get that job with the Yankees.
I get it. Seinfeld thing.
Who?
Again.
I watch Friends. Okay. What do we have here?
Shut up.
400.
Shut
Name
up.
one character in Friends.
The friend.
Joey.
Friend one.
Joey. I don't even know who any of the names. You could have said anything. I was like,
No, there is one character named Joey because he has a spin-off show called, wait for it, Joey. So that's how I know that.
That's cool.
Yep.
I like spin-off shows that focus on one character and then they're really, really bad.
Yeah, like Frasier. Oh wait, that's awesome.
Yeah, Frasier is awesome.
Frasier rules.
Frasier kicks
I didn't even know
ass.
that was what's the spin-off of it?
Cheers.
I never even saw
He was
it.
he was a character on
Frasier
Cheers.
is a spin-off of Cheers.
Yeah, it literally is. Isn't that crazy?
Is
Yeah.
Cheers good? I never even heard of it.
I never watched it, but people like it. I mean, Cheers was on for like 10 years, and then Frasier was on for 10 years. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that I watch a lot of Frasier, but I definitely watch
Dude,
it.
Frasier's so based. I watched it the whole way through when it was on Netflix, and I don't remember like a single thing because it's too El Smarto for me. I am dumb. I used to be pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie. And then I had kids, and now all I think about is, did we buff those games okay? And did we remember to go to gymnastics?
And when's FedEx gonna show
And
their
when's
butt
FedEx
up?
gonna show up? I used to be smart, and now I took an arrow to the knee.
You know what I'm wondering?
Took an arrow to the cerebellum. Wait, no, that would just make me fall
Very
over.
good. I'm waiting for when
Wow.
when is that UPS gonna show up?
No, UPS is based. Kevin is always there at 1.
Yeah, it's like always one.
Kevin.
with my new phone.
Ooh, would you get the Max?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I was thinking like I don't need the Max. I don't need the Max.
I mean,
And then I looked at this and I was like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Max.
I mean, I've had the iPhone 10 for a year now,
All right, so
and you would think a 5.8 inch screen would be like pretty big, but I just have never gotten used to the keyboard even now.
Okay, so question of the part. My question of my part, because we start over.
What's your question?
FedEx or UPS? Now, here's the reason why I used to say UPS. Okay. Kevin has been our UPS driver for 7 years. He's always there at 1. We never have to worry about that garbage.
They've been like switching drivers like every week.
Right? For FedEx? It's dude, it was a new guy today.
Yeah.
It was a new guy that I've never seen before.
I mean, like a week ago, someone was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Oh, Rossman."
And, like, Kevin might be off, like, once in a while, but if so, then it's the one guy that they have being, like, making up for him. It's, like, the same, like, alternative. So the answer is UPS.
When FedEx used to be also another Kevin, then it was based.
Kevin was based.
But then Kevin got fired, like, 4 years ago.
And then
it was just...
And then Latino guy, who I didn't like at first, but then I ended up getting a shine to him when he started getting us stuff on time. Oh, I skipped it, sorry. Whoop! I'm sure that was a heck of a story. Dude, we used to get our FedEx shipments at 11 a.m. Like, we used to get them when we opened up. I would give the dude, like legitimately, I would let him pocket $5, like, on release days if he could just show up a little early. Like, I'd be like, dude, this Friday Spider-Man's coming out, right? Can you just, like, show up early? I will give you $10. I would do that. Is it illegal? No. Is it against FedEx regulations? Oh, you betcha. Would I do it? Absolutely. I just feel bad for them, because it's like...
Yeah, I mean...
Like, he stopped in at the store at 5:20. Chances are he's not the last stop, right? We're not the last stop. And he has to drive the thing back to Middletown, which is like 45 minutes away, at minimum. And it, could be further depending on where he's going.
Dude, especially the holiday season, and this was actually UPS, but I remember ordering something like a week before Christmas, and it was like nothing really that important. I think I had like a game pre-ordered, and it was snowing, and like the roads were awful, and like at 8:30 p.m. I heard the doorbell ring. I was like, "What's that? Who is this?"
Oh my god!
And I looked at the we have like a regular door, and then inside is like a screen, and when it's a small package, FedEx or UPS just places it there. And there was a package there. I was like, "Oh my god."
That's
crap.
Insanity. I like when I order something really, really stupid that I just am like, say we're home for the day and we're like, oh yeah, we need blah, and I'm like not about to go out to Walmart with the kids, right? So it's something really dumb. And like UPS, because I order on like Amazon, will have to make like a very specific like stop at the house, and I'll be like, oh yeah. It's like the dumbest crap possible. But, like, I'm like, you had to, like, drive to me for this, like, I don't know, thing. Like, this baby bottle that I was just like, oh, like, I just don't feel like going for it.
So, actually, recently, because, like, I hate shopping anywhere for any reason, I just bought, like, 6 cheap, like, $4 shirts. But I didn't notice when I ordered it that 2 of them were out of stock, and it was like, Amazon guarantees these will be delivered within 3 months. And I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking about just canceling them. But I was like, whatever. And like they individually ship these $4 shirts when they get them in stock in a very specific package.
All right, so it's
through FedEx or UPS, and it's like there's no way they made any money at all.
Amazon is like the worst with like putting the like, I guess it would be space distribution for packages.
Oh, yeah.
All the time at the
Huge
store.
Box with one thing of air packaging, and they're just like, whatever.
Okay, so...
I mean, to be honest, the job environment at, like, an Amazon warehouse is probably horrible. And if I was, like, I'd just be like, just big box, it's fine, okay.
Okay, here we go. So this is one that would be tough to figure out the first time through, is getting up here. Like, you would see all this stuff up here and be like, but how do I do it? Well, that's how you do it, Carol. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But sometimes it's just like, I'll order like 2 small HDMI converter like boxes. They're like 2 inches tall, and it'll come in like a package for the size of like a big book, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that's just what they do. Alright, so decent chance that I found them all. If they're not all in these two... if they're not all in these two things, then I'm just going to call it for the level. And we'll just see. No, I'm missing literally one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's so brutal. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Literally one.
It's literally not happening. And it's gonna be stupid that when I play it on my off time, I'm gonna see it. In fact, literally, you could have been watching me playing and you'd been like, hey, it's right there! It's like, well... Alright, so the only one left is the boss. And as we always do in Spyro 1, we put a heavy emphasis on the quotes, the air quotes around boss.
Yeah, it's just like a mini level with guy you fight a couple times.
Yeah, or follow, like not even fight. Even the final boss is like a boss.
I do remember that the bosses in Ripto's Rage are like a lot better, and like I sort of remember them having health bars like Crash. I don't know though.
Yeah,
it's been...
Yeah, Crash definitely does better, at least for the Crash games I know and the Spyro games I know and bosses, but it's not a huge deal. It's more about the platforming and the levels.
Crash 1 bosses suck too. The only good bosses are in Crash 2 and 3.
Yeah. Aye! Right, so how many we have here?
Is that guy covered in metal?
500? Yeah, which means you can only smack him. I like how I know this frame rate's so bad. So let's talk. Oop, that was me being stupid. Let's talk about the Spyro Remastered. So you'll be watching this, I mean, easily by the time the remaster comes out, or at the very least it'll be uploaded by the time the remaster comes out in November. There is, I forget if I mentioned it, a rumor going around that they were going to just include Spyro 1 on disc and have Spyro 2 and 3 be download codes.
Yeah, but later on. They weren't even finished.
So, let's talk about why that would be a bad thing. It would.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Like, it would make the game worthless. I mean, they've been doing that for some other stuff.
I'm so sick of, like, all these, like, complete editions coming out and just being like, here's your code! And then after you use the code, it's just normal Hitman Season 1, or just normal Destiny.
Or even worse, like something like Mega Man Legacy
Oh,
Collection
dude, it's
1
so
and 2 on
bad!
Switch, where 1 through 6 are on the cart, which is like 30 megabytes, I bet. And then they put 7 through 10, which are all the big games, on download. So not only do you have to download like a gig and a half, when they could have easily just put it on the cart, but it makes your copy worthless.
Yeah, now, the one Trevor's talking about is the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for the Switch only, I think.
Yeah.
I think the Switch is the only one that does it. So it has all 10 Mega Man games, but the cartridge only has the first 6. So like Trev said, you have to download 7 through 10, and that's bogus. That is stupid. It's I forget how much Switch cartridges can hold, but let me tell you,
it's easy. I mean, if they can put like Breath of the Wild and Odyssey on it, it's probably like 25 gigs. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 50 gigs.
It honestly
it'd
might
be easy to put on all 10 of the games. I would say Legacy Collection 1 and 2 are like 3 gigabytes probably.
Attacking the power board disrupt its power supply.
But yeah, that's the worst I've ever seen. Like, it's like there's no reason to be like, here's your download code. Like, if you're gonna be like, here's your download code. So this boss is kind of weird. He, all you really have to do is just knock these things out. So, let me show you. There's 2 different ways you can do it. You can stand here and have him throw things at it, which, you know, whatever. It's fun. Whee! And we have one more that we're just gonna do that too, because a little close for comfort. And then he runs away, like all the bosses. My least favorite one of all time for games doing that, by the way, is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition. So, for all y'all out there who don't know what that is, and that's fine, because I've literally not talked to anyone who has liked Infinite Warfare. Not a single person.
Not even Beast Ryan?
Nope, Ryan, it was literally the one game he didn't get. He just didn't get it. Isn't that crazy? He, like, got every Call of Duty ever, and he was just like...
he hates the modern stuff.
He was like, I just don't want Infinite Warfare. Anyway, so, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was coming out, And there were 2 versions. There was the normal version, which was $60, and there was the Legacy Edition, which came with... Nope. My bad. With the remastered... Actually, let's have him finish himself off. Yo. Throw it at me. Girl. Oh, wow, you did it. Hey. Hey, you broke yourself. Neat. Anyway, the $80 version...
like 50.
I mean the second to final boss does a pretty good job with you being like, yeah, girl. All right, so the Legacy Edition had Call of Duty 4 Remastered, which is literally the only thing people wanted from that game. No, not a single person was like, I want just Call of Duty, right? Or Infinite Warfare, excuse me. So we had like literally no pre-orders for the Standard Edition. It was all for the $80 edition, and that sucks. It's $80. That sucks. It means that we have to buy an $80 game, which sucks, and it means you have to buy an $80 game, which sucks. Just sucks, right? The worst part is, for the PS4 specifically, not the Xbox One, just the PS4, the COD 4 Remastered was a download code. And
it's really weird because Activision's been chummy with Sony like way more than Microsoft. You figure it'd be the other way around.
It might actually be them being chummy like purposefully. So there's 500, so I gotta head back out and figure out how to get to this one spot.
Yeah, maybe they're like, let's not put it on.
Yeah, so it can be like, if we don't put it on there, then when we release COD 4 separately, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, you can sell more copies of the Call of Duty 4 Remastered for PS4, which is genius but mean. Anyway, even nowadays, it's a big annoying hassle in that, like every time a copy is traded in, it says includes Legacy Edition, and we always have to be like, hey, just so you know, this doesn't include Call of Duty 4. Sorry, I know it's the only reason you would buy it. And it's stupid, and I don't like it.
And then they have the audacity of releasing the remaster by itself on a disc and then charging like $40 for a game that's 10 years old, where the only thing they did was just a boring remaster.
Okay, here's a question of the part for including Ben, because I've lost Ben at this point. He's so in his phone that it's over. It's all over, folks. Including Ben, question of the part: what is the worst HD remake or like repackaging of games?
Easiest question in the entire world. Silent Hill HD collection.
I'm going to agree in terms of quality, but maybe not necessarily agree in terms of like greediness or whatever you want to call it. Silent Hill 2 sucks so bad. I wanted to play it on the PS3 when we did it, and it just sucks so bad.
I mean, to be honest, so they outsourced it to a different company, the company that did Silent Hill Downpour. And apparently, Konami lost...
Oh, there it is. Good.
Konami lost the source code for the finished game, but they had the source code for an unfinished beta. So they gave this buggy beta to this outsourced company to be like, hey, make an HD collection and also fix the bugs that we did at one point, but we're Konami and we don't have programmers anymore that we actually hire. So they already had a strike against them, but it's just such a bad, lazy port. It looks awful. It's glitchy. All the atmosphere of the original games are completely gone.
Dude, I played 2 for like 2 minutes, and like the mist, like the fog, looks so bad.
Yeah, the mist is really bad, but they would change all the textures of like things being like bloody or gritty or like grimy, and they would replace the textures with like
24 for some reason.
Just with the worst.
Oh my god, it is. It literally is 24. Based. All right, so the only one I messed up is 1, and I'm gonna check. I'm gonna take, just because I'm still okay on time, I'm going to take like a 1-minute look around the homework. You know what? It doesn't matter. Here's what I'll do for next time, guys. I'll find the Homeworld 15 and I'll find the Terrace Village 1, but I'm gonna learn Treetops and do that for you at the start of next one. I act like I'm ending, but like I said, I was just explaining what was going on there. Wow, barely had a chance to patch that leak. So DreamWeavers is a tough world. It's tough.
Is this the final one?
Yes, it's the final one before Gnasty Gnorc's world. Also, I'm 70% done with the game. That's what I like about this game so much. It's like not collectathon long. It's just like...
Yeah. There's a lot of levels and you feel like you're doing like a lot of stuff, but the game is like not necessarily all that long.
So these characters are being controlled by... I guess it's kind of hard to see. But over there's a guy that shoots like these like special like... I don't know what you would call them. Things that turns them from laser beam that turns them from big to small, and that's actually kind of important for over here. Now he normally is nice and helps you out throughout, but for the spot over here. These two guys that are blocking this way right there in front of me, he does not. And since they're big, and since they're also wearing the armor, there's seemingly no way to do it.
Literally.
So we have to find our way over there.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
The way they currently are, they are literally invincible. And we're also at the point where a lot of levels are like... Remember how in the early levels it was like all reds and greens? There's like very few reds anymore.
While chasing Gnasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Solid,
Thanks.
non-vague advice.
Expect the well, thank you. I was expecting the expected. Silly me. This world also has a cool aesthetic. My least favorite world, and I'm pretty sure most people's least favorite world, was the last one I just did. The whole swamp thing, not into it. But I like this world's aesthetic. I obviously like the first world's aesthetic. Also, that's me.
They're making fun of you.
Based. Yeah, let's go. They also do a really good job on this level and all the levels in this world of like putting like a few like just in a hidden spot, and you're like, oh, heh. Let's see what we need to get out of here. I think we actually could. Yeah, we could beat the game if we wanted to. But we're after the hundo, so it's not a big deal.
I kind of want to watch a Spyro like any % run.
Dude, there's one at SGDQ. I think it's 2018. I just watched it on YouTube the other day, but it was really good.
Yeah. Like the way that they would route where to get the treasures and what levels to skip and stuff.
It's really brilliant. It's very specific. The only time you ever really have to worry is that part right there, and they have it set up where like you do it until you get to this final world, and like in this world, and it's essentially a cleanup world where you're like, you know the number you need, and if you're a little below it, then you pick up a couple extra. It's like very neat. I really like.
You did it.
My favorite thing is 100% like runs for stuff like this, but I do definitely see the like
Spyro,
strategy.
I'll be done when I've toasted that Gnasty Gnorc.
Very important. Strategy of working out the 80%.
Yeah, it depends on the game. I would say especially a game like this that is so non-linear, and you just need to get like a set amount of collectibles, but not like all of them, and you can skip like entire levels. I think that's really cool.
I don't know. I always prefer the whatchamacallit, the 100%, especially on like Banjo.
Some of them I can like Banjo. I definitely would want to watch 100% more. Games like Mario Sunshine, actually both categories are really cool in their own ways.
The fools you see in this world are invincible.
I don't like 70 star in Mario 64. I don't know.
70 star seems pretty arbitrary. I mean, 16 star also sucks. Mario 64 I definitely just only do 120.
Alright, so...
And Mario 64 is so optimized now that like anything that's not 120 stars is no fun at all.
So these guys are little clocks that when you hit them, certain time-based events happen. And that'll be important in, like, 5 seconds once we're done with this.
Even.
Epic. And also in a couple other of the actual levels. Yo, I'm flying, son. Bonk. Alright, so we're back to the beginning, so we're gonna head back around. Is there 300 here? Yeah, there's a decent chance I found all of them, because I still have to go over here.
Ben, are you playing that Hearthstone?
No.
Nice.
Ben, are you paying attention to my Let's Play?
Yes.
I see. I see.
Ben, you wouldn't lie, would you?
I lie all the time.
What level am I on?
You're 70% through the game.
Wow.
Base.
Ah, I hate these. Quick. Oh, I was totally gonna miss that, and I would have been like, I'm two off. Where is? Okay, 1. Hi.
Where'd it go? Okay. Cool.
Thank you, camera! I'm literally blaming the camera on that one. Oh, dang it. Alright. We're gonna head back around real quick. Oh no, I think we have to hit those guys. I hope we don't have to hit those guys again, because that just adds unnecessary time. Neow. Are they big? No, they're small. Okay. So this game at least throws you a bone. Unless, of course, that guy up there hits him again. Please no. Don't do it, mate. Okay, good. So I guess they like put it in and they're like, hey, if you get past there once, you never have to go around again. That's nice. The timing on that's not even bad. It's just a matter of like
Hitting
the
them.
the jump sucks. All right. Nice. Good. Good. Alright, so we're up to 270 something. If this could basically be like a 12.
A 12.
Alright,
You're
so
missing a yellow somewhere.
yeah, we missed a
probably.
yellow somewhere. Alright, so let's head into Icy Flight. I kind of remember this being one of the tougher ones. I mean, they're all tough.
Is this one of the flight levels?
Yeah, it's one of the flight levels. If I don't do this in 2 or 3 tries, I'm just going to continue on. Oh, yeah. Right. This is the exact opposite of the last level. It's very spread apart. Nice. How about...
Yeah, this one seems pretty awkward.
Ah!
Like, it's so closed and confined, but you go so fast.
I lost so much time on that. One more that I actually do not know where it is. Yeah, let me just try to look around and see where that is. I think it's over on the right over here. Yeah, that's where it is. Okay. So yeah. No chance. No chance! Alright. Let's do that again, but better. Oh, I missed it right here, yeah. Okay, that's actually not the worst thing, because that one's really hard to get back on the way up.
This is a much better run this time.
Oh, baby. Okay, I'm gonna do that on purpose, right? I'm gonna do that on purpose, uh-huh. He tells himself. Okay. Okay, alright. So, I planned that. For sure.
What's that? Guy who hovers with helicopter thing?
Yep.
Looks like something out of, like, Dr. Seuss.
That's a good point. Oh, nice.
That was also planned.
Okay. decent chance. Oh no. Oh no.
Choking.
Yep, choking.
We got this.
Okay. Second try!
Ben, what would you rate that out of 10?
Probably like a solid 5.6.
I wouldn't rate it. No record!